Hi, my name is Maxe Crandall, and I'm going to read a poem from my book, The Nancy Reagan Collection. Thank you to the Arts Research Center at Berkeley for this ongoing series and for inviting me to read. This poem is called Dazed from Which Distraction? Mouth of the Hudson. Over the year, Gipper rooted for me. He really was, considering how weak I'd become. Something of a mirage is being deserted. His concern, a canopy I was held beneath. Violence is violence nonetheless. I was beginning to stoop low on account of my accident near El Cielo. Thus encumbered, I rode the Staten Island ferry nearly every day to work. From my window, I studied souls angling up into arch, my mustache, if I grew one. Back then, I was entirely advertising and opera, disco and drugs. Serenely composed, if little thought, in company beside them danced. What I imagined was an escape so many times before. There was what we called a mouth hole in the back room. I prided myself on hardly ever opening my eyes. One time I smelled gasoline, its sharp erasure. It was just like me to be a midtown janitor, beaten to a pulp after work in the dark. Nowhere to go again. And boom, that's when the markets crashed. Suddenly the bars were empty. When I met him, I was limping through, a bandaged wrist, talking to anyone who could listen, with people who didn't exist. The way she looked in me and smiled, the gaze, here was the Brutus apocalypse to keep us grounded, cord connecting face to air. Thoughts were coming like a pump where the rhythm made more sense than the how, the high why. We possessed no ideal, no vision of what overtopping loss across the banks would look like. Within that horizon, the people you loved became the people you hated. What you hated slipped in where you loved. I fell for him as quickly as the sickness. Whenever he made a move, he had a custom of pushing his long slope of cheek toward the nearest exit. Then one day, the surgeons informed me with great enthusiasm, we're rigging him up a brand new stomach.